Welcome, my friends, to the course of BUSI 1301 Business Principles for the second 8 weeks Spring 2022 semester. My name is Randy Saleh. I am an assistant professor of business on both the Connect and Northeast campus. I welcome you to this short course that you're taking the second 8 weeks. I have put together this video for you. It's a navigation video. We're going to go over the course. We're going to go over the syllabus, the organizer, and how the course is laid out. So this gives you a really good idea of how to proceed in this course and get your best efforts. This is my welcome page, and this is how I have basically put the course together. We're going to do some units here. We have Unit 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3, and at the very end of the semester we have an end of course assessment. I've tried to block it off in terms of learning the business environment, where we go over basic economics, a little bit of globalization, e-commerce, and ethics. Lesson 2 is organizing and starting a business, forms of business ownership and entrepreneurship, a little bit of marketing that we go over. And Lesson 3 is managing people, your career, and financial management, how to work in teams, motivation, and a little bit of personal finance at the end. So I'm excited that you have taken this course. I thank you for taking it. So let's get started. As first things that you want to do, in my opinion, or at least click these Syllabus and Organizer and go ahead and print those out. And so if I've already opened these up, and let me just go over these with you. Here is our course syllabus, and it's always good to have these printed out and near your workspace so you always know when due dates are and what the class is all about. So here is where I'm located. I'm located on the Northeast campus of Tarrant County College. My office in the faculty building, so it's NFAC 1107. Here's my phone number, and of course here's my email, which is always the best way to get me. You have your digital textbook, which we'll go over. It was included in the price of your tuition, so that is ready to go right now, so there's no need to go out wondering what book you have. It's a fast-paced course, my friends. We have 7 weeks in this semester, so please be prepared to work very efficiently and effectively. The course organizer, that is our next document, is an outline of when every assignment is due. You need to complete assignments by the deadline. This is a business course, just taught like in the business world. If we had bids and contracts, sales proposals that we were working on that had to have a definite due date, then we could not extend those in the real world. So, we want to make sure we know when every deadline is so we can turn it in, because once its deadline is passed, we just can't turn in work. I always say if you can organize your time wisely, if you can spend 2 to 3 hours a day on this course, since you don't have to drive to campus and sit through a lecture, use that time as you would be doing that, completing some of your assignments, and I'm going to go over those. This is a class that really is about discussion boards, quizzes, and written projects, and I'm going to go over the project. In fact, I have a video just over the projects and how to do them and how to complete them, so it'll really help you out a lot to look at that video as well. You're going to be fine doing this class. If you wait till the last minute on the day assignments are due to try to do that, especially a written project, that's basically just questions to answer. If you don't do that, then you find yourself in Dante's fifth circle of hell, and that's anger, knowing that you wish you would have done it a little bit earlier. So that's just kind of the course, the way it is, especially on a fast 7-week course. We just want to do a little something each day, and we should be in a good shape. So here's the learning objectives you can read through. The student expectations. We have some online things that we do. Again, a little bit each day. I've got a lot of materials for you. I have some lecture notes. I have PowerPoints for you to read through, and different articles. So I'm giving you lots of things that should help you out, and I hope to help you out in your career. That's the main part of taking a business course, is to get a little bit better in what we're doing. The way the course lines out, we have a quick orientation quiz. I'm giving you 20 points right off the bat. We have 6 discussion boards. This is how we interact in the course, and I learned so much from students. And every discussion board is based on a current event in business. And those are 10 points each, so there's an easy 60 points. 3 unit quizzes. All right, and I give you at least 2 attempts on those, and they're 15 points apiece. The big bulk of the course are 3-unit projects. They are 200 points apiece. That's 600 points. And the end of course assessment is basically just a measurement. Did we actually learn anything in the course? And that's 100 points. That gives us 825 total points for the course. And this is how the course breaks down to your, I like to say, gold, silver, and bronze. And that's all we want to look at, my friends. If I were to make this grade, that means I probably didn't do anything in the course. If you make your best effort, I think you're going to be very satisfied. So here is the way the units are up again: the business environment, organizing your small business, managing employees and financial management, and really the last one is just a simple end of course assessment. I have notes, lessons, and PowerPoints for you. This is a class, and we do take attendance. The way I take attendance is going to be your things that you would do, the assignments. So any quizzes, any discussion boards, any projects, those will be your attendance dates. If you do them, if I do them, great, I get counted as present. And if I don't, it's an unexcused absence for not turning in an assignment. Now, TCC does have a policy that if you miss so many assignments or days that you could be dropped, I just want to tell you, please do not assume that I would drop you. It's a fast-paced semester. There's a lot of things going on. I know you've got a lot going on, and I certainly do too. And so if you feel you need to drop the course, I do believe that is your responsibility, not mine. So if you find yourself failing and dropping, which I hope you don't, I mean, again, I don't want to start this course out on a sour note, but I just want to say it's not my responsibility to drop a student. Usually I do not do that. That's going to be the student's responsibility. All right, good, very good. Done with that. Communication. Email is always going to be the best way. I will respond definitely within 36 hours on a regular day. If an email comes to me during the weekend, it'll be the following Monday that I will respond to that. And again, the weekend is what I count anything after 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon to Monday. Now, if I do see it, I will try to, but I'm not guaranteeing that I will, but I would guarantee I would get it by noon, the following Monday on that. So when you email me, please put your course number in the subject box and your section number, which is 86004. I teach 7 classes on campus and online, and so it just helps me to know exactly what course you're in, and I can respond to it and get your information very, very quickly. If you just say, hey, I'm in your class and I need to talk about an assignment, how to do it, I'm just going to send you another email. Say, please tell me exactly which course you are in and the section number. And if you don't want to put a phone contact in there, that's fine. If you need me to call you, I'm more than happy to do that. And again, those will more than likely be during the day from our TCC office. But hey, you know what? I'm trying to help you in any way I possibly can. So, as we look at the online environment, I always do my best within 48 hours to respond to your emails. Generally, it'll be faster than that. We have assignments. I'm going to grade them as fast as possible, so give you feedback. Basically, 3 days after the due date. I'll monitor your discussion boards, and I will always try to provide you with announcements and group emails. Please put the Google email on your phone, because that's what we communicate through. We're also using Canvas, and Canvas has its own email, so put the Canvas app on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using, and you'll be able to catch these announcements as they come out. So generally, they're reminder announcements that an assignment is due and how the class is doing. So if you actually go back and read this entire syllabus on the first day, it can get a little bit overwhelming. So it's very important just to breathe. This course is fast-paced, but it does not end in one day. Okay? All you have to do, I believe in life, is focus on what's directly in front of you. And for this course, what's directly in front of us, there's usually a discussion board once a week, give or take, okay? There's a unit quiz, and I'm actually giving you 3 attempts, so there's no reason not to start those unit quizzes very early. You have a written project. Now, the written project, again, I'm going to go over it, and I have a video just over that, so watch that video. They are basically assignments of questions. And so it's not an English essay, it is a written document, more like a report you would send to your boss in the business world. So I have definite expectations of business writing. Hey, you do 1 or 2 questions a day, start working on that, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You try to wait till the last minute, it's not going to be very fun. Not at all. So do a little bit each day. You are going to do well, in my opinion, because I really want you to succeed in this class and make it a really good semester. So there is your syllabus. Read through that. And then you have our course organizer. Whoa, that's big. Let's just go ahead and get that down. Maybe. There we go. So print this out. You'll also see your syllabus link in Canvas. Does a very good job of organizing out your assignments. But I've tried to make you this. Again, it's great to print out and put it on your workspace. These are your dates. This is our first week, March 21st. Yeah, we don't mess around here. we got to get after it. So this is your lesson components. This is basically, chapters 1 through 4, maybe even 5 in the book, which is online. And again, you do a quick read through, and then you take your assignment. Your assignment will go through your chapters. Well, you're going to find your answers to the project from your book, and you can always use outside sources. Just make sure you reference them, which is all found in my wonderful video on how to write, format, and submit your written projects. But hey, we have an orientation quiz due Friday, March 25th. This should take you no longer than a couple of minutes to go through, especially after you've gone through the syllabus and this organizer. March 25th, that's due. Discussion board topic 1. All right, that's due 11 p.m. on Saturday, March 26th. Go through this. We have our unit quiz. So here are your due dates, and here is your project 1, the business environment. There's your due date right there. So it comes up. I'm trying to give you as much time as possible. So on the first 2 projects, I have them due on Sundays by 11 p.m. You can always put them through earlier, my friends. That's never a problem. And then it comes right down to the last unit's right in here, and so your last project will be due right there Wednesday, May 4th, and then we've got our end of course assessment due on 11 p.m. Tuesday, May 10th. But hey, we're not in May right now, we're just at the beginning. So print this out and you will have all of your assignments ready to go. So that is the syllabus and the course organizer. Again, just a little overview, read through those. And what we're going to do next is do a quick navigation of our course on Canvas. So here we are back on the Canvas page, and as you can see, I am looking in at the student view because my page will never look exactly like your page will, so that's why it has all the little pink shading around that. This is the welcome page. You always land on this page. You can access your orientation quiz right here. So once you've read these, do your orientation quiz. It's basically kind of like a little contract between us that says I've read my information, I know how to access the course and how to navigate through it. And for that, the very last question says I'm ready to go, and you get a free 20 points right off the bat. You can also link to any of your lessons right through here, and then it went back down to the end of course. I probably shouldn't hit that button, but you can see how fast it takes you there. On the side over here, again, here's my contact information just like it was on the syllabus. This syllabus is very nice in Canvas. As you click that, it basically will tell you all of your due dates, which is nice. So it's a little bit like the course organizer. It was a lot like it actually. So orientation quiz, and once an assignment is shaded out, that means it's over. And so it'll tell you, basically it's very nice because that way you know everything is completed until just a few more. But here's how we go in. All right. And orientation quiz, DB1, the National Debt Discussion Board 1, unit quiz, your Ford Pinto, your project. And so if I were to go right now, you can also access your modules this way. Right now we have the Unit 1, which will be available to you, all right, on the first day of class. And so as we click that through, it basically just gives you a little bit of a idea of what we're going to go over, all right? It gives you a checklist, read 1 through 4 in the text, review your PowerPoints, and then also I try to put one more time your deliverables that you will do in this class. And then you can hit the next button right in here. I've given you some notes. I have a PowerPoint right in here that I would usually use in my lecture class. I have some in-depth notes for you. There's a quiz review and some great articles right in here. We are living in a disruptive time. And so these are industries that just never saw the disruption coming. I was at out today. We're right before this class, so right during spring break at South Lake Town Square, and I just noticed the Gap is closing. I know, tears right there for many customers, and that was a really active Gap in South Lake Town Square. I wouldn't see that coming, but did retail see the disruption that has hit in the last pre-COVID? It was going down, and COVID just really blew it apart. So interesting articles right in there. You can always hit the next button once we're done with one area. And so here is our first assignment, and this is our national debt. Right now, my friends, we owe over $30 trillion that we admit to in our national debt. Our gross domestic product, which is what you could call a national income, it's about 24 trillion, which means our debt's more than our income. And here's a really fun thing to look at, the debt clock, how fast the United States spends money and what type of debts that we're really in. And of course, COVID has just blown that apart. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do here about this debt? And so that, instead of eliminating the debt, will we ever get our debt equal to our GDP? Will our GDP come up enough? Or can we get our debt down to the GDP? Friends, the only time we've ever had that was basically after the Civil War, after World War I, and after World War II. So those were three very large events in American history. What do you think? You put your thoughts together in the discussion forum. All right. When you're ready to post, you click this reply button, and that's all you got to do. All right. And take a look at your classmates' opinions, and you respond to 2 of them. Okay. So each discussion board is 10 points. Your thoughts are worth 6, and that's at least 100 words. You can't say, I think it's terrible, dude. That's not going to work, all right? This is a college level course. Let's put our thoughts in the best orders we can. And then you respond to 2 of your classmates, and that will give you 4 points for each, or 2 points for each student, totaling 4. So you get 60 points for the 6 discussion boards for the semester. Your response, minimum 100 words, and your classmate should be at least 75. Anything less just doesn't receive a grade on there. This is a great way to get to know each other. I really enjoy your comments and what your thoughts are of how we can put some of these problems back together. Again, and these are tough problems, my friends, that we are at. I don't want to discount that at all. And so have some fun with that. I always really appreciate the things that you are thinking about and your answers to some very significant problems that our nation faces. The second there we go. Discussion board happens to do with ethics and the Ford Pinto. So I have a video for you to watch and tell me what you think of corporate ethics. Okay. And as we hit that next button right in there, there's your quiz. It will be unlocked on March 21st. I have the review for you already in those notes areas. And so look at that and be ready. You have any time until the due date. So you could take it the first day of class and just see how you'd like to have that. Here is the first project. And again, you will download that. It has a list of 10 or 11 questions that you'll answer. And right through here is a great video. Many of you are going to ask questions. How do I write this? How is it going to look? If you will watch the video, I promise you all your questions will be answered. I have a grading rubric right here as well. And but we go over that inside the video. So watch that video. This will optimize your grade. And I think you'll enjoy it. This is not busy work. This is work that these are just major terms that we should know after taking a business class. And again, my goal for you is to learn business writing formatting, which I will go over with you in that video of how to write a business report. And I think that will really help you throughout your career. So another video for you to guide you through this course. Anytime, if you're new to Canvas, this is where you find your grades. Again, your announcements will be right in here. Your McGraw-Hill Connect. Let's look at that. Okay, you're going to click this button, and this will take you to your Connect book. Okay, and so you register your class right in here. All right, now I'm going to do it. It may mess up because I'm the author of the course right here. But when you begin this, it's going to ask, it's going to take you here. Great. It's going to ask for your email to join. Always use your TCC, your My TCC email. If for any strange reason it says you need to pay for this book, then something happened on the end of McGraw-Hill Connect. And let me know. But what you can do is it will say don't pay for it because you already have, unless you opted out by some strange reason. But you know you paid for it. Just go ahead and click the 2-week free trial. If it asks you for money, that somehow the course and the book are not linking up, let me know, and we'll take care of that on McGraw-Hill end. I'll send an email to my rep, and basically they just have to link it back together. I've already linked it. It looks good to me, but sometimes that's a problem, and so you just click the 2-week free trial, and that's all you'll have to do, and it will come open next time. Always do it, and you'll get right through. The book's pretty easy to read. It is an ebook. I don't have any control over that. That is through the college, and so but the great thing is you have it day one, and you are ready to hit the class running without having to wait for a book to be sent to you. So that is your McGraw-Hill, and it will always come right here, and you'll be able to access that. All right, my friends, that is a quick once over on this course. I am excited that you took it. I thank you for taking it. I hope you'll be able to take a few things out of this course in our everyday and use it in our everyday lives, in your career, going forward in your business degree. I hope you're going to enjoy it. I've made it very doable, again, where you don't have to stress out too much. Work a little bit each day on it, and you're going to be just fine. Hey, let's make it a great semester.